I'm a resident of Augusta, and I know Senator Walker real good.
Mm-hmm.
We used to play together.
Okay.
And I mean, when Charles started out, see, Charles was a real poet. They come out of Stillman County. You know, there was sharecroppers in Stillman County.
Okay.
And their father moved them by night because, you know, they were kind of violent type person. They didn't take no crap or nothing, you know. They'll stand up and fight. That's why Charles was so strong when he got in government, because he wasn't afraid. You know, he'll stand up and he just mess around. He learned that. I think what happened to him, what really put him in trouble, when he learned all the tricks and trades how to get money like the white man did, and that's what happened to him. But further than taking care of the people, he was a pretty fair guy, you know. And we get back to Fleming and all of them. Now Fleming and a lot of people don't know this. I just find this this like my dad told me about it. See, Fleming and all of them come out of Millen, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
That's their home. They was, you know, they had big plantations down there, and Charlie Reed and all of that, where he come from. And they were real. I heard that, but I understood that they was relatives, and that's why he was so strong in the government.
Relatives.
Hello?
You say relatives?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Relatives.
Kinfolk.
Kinfolk, yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay.
That's
About
why
gave me a heart attack here at 50 after. So go ahead. That's fine. I hear you.
And that's why, you know, things worked out for Charlie like it did. That's why he never get busted or hollered and nothing like that, because he had a lot of background.
History with those Flemings out of the same county.
Huh?
Out of the same county is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you.
Okay.
Boy, I tell you that I may have to go to a break after that. You know, when y'all say that to me, it hits in the wrong place. Okay, the caller, good morning. You're live on there. I'm gonna have to go to break. Go ahead. Right ahead, caller.
Yes, Charlie Reed was half white, but they say Drew Zachary was his daddy, and that was a big white man. Well, Drew Zachary was a Jew. This come from my grandmother. She's 78. I told you I called in before. I'm a young listener. She gave me a lot. Yes, he was half-breed, and they say Drew Zachary was his daddy, though. And my grandmother told me that he was a Jew, and he owned, it's called Cherokee Plaza then, but only whites could swim in the swimming pool. It was a motel, she told me back then, and that Jew exactly did photographing. Actual panelist, is that true?
Okay, so okay, I understand what you're saying. Okay, if you want to respond to that, what was said there here.
I have no idea about. I know he probably was. Well, from looking at it, you could tell he was probably mixed. But how many black folks ain't mixed around here? I mean, a lot of our people been raped on these plantations coming up in Burke and Scribner County. When you go down into these counties, you see a lot of mixed breed black folks.
Okay. All right. Good morning to you, live on the air. Okay. There's a lost caller there. Why are folks, when you call into the program, you're being placed on hold. It's not necessarily somebody will say something to you. They may just place you on hold because they see that you're calling on the request line. So that means as soon as it cues in, you'll hear a beep, and then you'll come on the air. So just bear with us. Turn your radio down. 803-641-6499. Now let me ask you this. Do you believe that we can get along? You know, you hear a lot of folks saying that we got to just set aside our differences and we got to get along with these people, and we need to get along with white folks. And I believe we do. I mean, I don't have anything against. But do you think we're conditionally set to get along with white folks at this current moment where we stand at?
We want to get along with anybody in the world, but that don't mean that we have to give up our rights. We don't have to stop our goal for gaining political control and do things in the interest of our people. It means that because if the stronger black folks become in Richmond County, of changing this government to run it in a just manner, the better off it'll be for poor white folks anyway. Because anything that we do for black folks, we will end up doing for them anyway. So for getting along with certain power structure now, we need to say no. We need to start saying no to a whole lot of people. We need to start saying no to that gambling interest, that underworld interest. We need to start saying no to that economic elite interest.
Okay, I got a nasty email here from somebody with an email address out of Augusta. It doesn't really say. Let's see. Her name is Ann, and she sends a nasty email about Danny Craig's daughter. how low will I go? I mean, I didn't say anything. My God, I just said what somebody else said. If you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. Good morning to you.
Yes, I was wondering, did the caller know anything about the Abrams guy? He was in politics in like the 60s and 70s, and it was about the woman that was found dead at Fleming Heights. Can he elaborate on that?
We'll see what he knows about that. Thank you so much. Appreciate your call. Good morning to you, live on the air.
What's going on there, Brother Ryan?
Good morning to you.
Man, I can't complain. I just had to call in on this conversation that, man, it got too good. And I just wanted to say that I solely agree that, when you look at the situation here in Augusta, man, you have to say it's like being in the military, You have to work together to accomplish goals, and get things done. But at the same time, you don't give up your rights and give up what you believe in as an individual, and it's just being right, or what I would call fair. These are some of the things that we have to learn how to deal with, here, if we're going to accomplish anything. I always, coming up, I was always told that you spend so much fighting one another, you can't get anything accomplished, and I solely believe in that. And I also feel like, we have to work with our people here, man, to get them political educated on at least the local government. You got a lot of people that don't know nothing about their government and how it works, but yet you still paying taxes and you don't know exactly where your money is going. These are some of the things that, like Mr. Wilbur said, that we got to work on doing. And if we don't do that, man, we're going to continue to get the same results. I don't care how much we talk about it, how much we deal with it. We got to learn how to work with getting these people educated. I think that's the biggest key right now. People are just
not educated. Okay, we appreciate that. We're running out of time here, brother. Thank you so much.
Talk to you. All right, man.
We know that he's running in District 2. That's Brother Corey Johnson. He's running District 2. I've got to read this email here from this lady, Ann, because this is typically, this is a typical black woman that has been somewhat manipulated by the white folks here. And she's completely wrong with this, but I'm going to read it anyway. I was appalled. This is a black lady, folks. It's starting off with the statement, appalled lets you know something's wrong here. I was appalled to hear you speak so horribly about Danny Craig's daughter and then have the nerve to laugh about it. Okay, that's not what I was laughing about. But if you take that's what I was laughing about, good. Then that's what I was laughing about. How evil and demoralizing. How low will you go? This young lady hasn't done a thing to you, whether she is well or not. Now, she said whether she's well or not, okay? She goes, hearing you talk about her this morning made me ill. How could someone be so cruel? Well, first of all, I said what I said, and I don't take it back. I didn't say anything cruel about her. I said we didn't see her being charged. Whether she's walking, whether she's not talking, whether she's in a vegetable state and don't know what's going on, she wasn't charged, period. And if you don't like it, tough. It's what it is. And I ain't changing, and I ain't apologizing, period. Okay? So then she goes on to say, how could someone be so cruel? You are not obviously a parent. Doesn't have to. If I'm a parent or not a parent, I said what I said, meant what I meant, and that's it. I am a black woman. Okay, there is a sign there, a.k.a. white woman. Just kidding. I am a black woman who remembers that day when Danny Craig's daughter was involved in a car accident with two of her classmates. She and her friends had just learned that a friend of theirs had just died. Now, how does she know what they had just learned? Is she a secretary, maybe? I don't know. But she had just learned that two of their friends had died. They were crossing over Walton Way and was hit by a truck. The two friends of Danny Craig's daughter died, and she was critically injured with severe head trauma. I pray that she's doing better, because it was truly an accident that I wouldn't or wish on my worst enemy. Absolutely. We wouldn't wish any type of situation like that on our worst enemies. I wouldn't either. Okay. All right. I want everybody to know that. You say that you are a Christian. I fear you. Okay. Well, wonderful. God bless you too, sister.